I hate all the new Pokemon. If you ask me, I will deny the existence of all but the first 150 or so. Now, I did in fact play both Gold and Silver, and watch the anime Through the Orange Islands, and a little bit of Johto, I think. And heck, I enjoyed them, but the Pokemon annoyed the shit out of me. You wanna know why? There are multiple reasons. First off, pre-evolutions. There's the whole continuity issue. I mean, did Pokemon research not start until a week before you left on your little journey? No one bothered to write down information pertaining to these creatures that had been around since the dawn of time? Was there something weird in the air that prevented the pre-evolutions from existing in Kanto, plus complete lack of communication with the other regions? Did they just start spontaneously existing? I mean, what the hell? But the thing that bothers me about them even more than that, and I'll admit is a petty little thing, is that F's up the previously nice numbering system. You see, as a wee lass, I had a poster from a sticker book with all 150 Pokemon pictured, named, and numbered in their proper order. I always found the numbering system very logical. Number 52, Meowth, evolves to number 53, Persians. The starters and their evolutions were at the beginning, the legendaries, the dragony ones that only found in the cave that you can't enter until you've beaten the Elite Four, and a Mewtwo at the end. Granted, everything in the middle is a bit of a crapshoot as to its order, but I'm sure there's some buried logic to it. All was well and good until Gen 2 came along, and somewhere in the 170s, there's Pichu, pre-evolution of Pikachu, who's like number 25 or something. Lovely numbering system, blown all to hell. Actually, it starts to get blown all to hell with Crobat, a further evolution of Zoo and Golbat, but that bothers me slightly less because it makes some sense that a further evolution might not be discovered until much later and would have to be shoehorned in. Another thing that annoys me, and it's a petty little thing, is that Unknown only gets one entry. Sure, they have their own decks and they're all largely the same anyway, but I kind of like trying to get them all, and the fact that my efforts were not fully reflected in the standard Pokedex irked me a lot. And finally, the thing that annoys me the most about the new Pokemon is that so many of them are redundant. I was going through Bulbapedia, the Pokemon Wiki thing, for some reason that I no longer remember, and I decided to look at the list of Pokemon. See how many of them there are nowadays? There are apparently 493. Now, I'm sure that there are many past the first 150 that are quite original in design. I mean, there's this one that looks like a huge nose or something. That's original. And now the first 150 were all that original themselves. But a good portion of the new ones are various sorts of evolutions of ones that already exist, or needless rehashes of ones that already exist. I can understand a pile of legendary birds, but with the addition of that Wurmple thing, we have 3 Pokemon that start as a caterpillar-y thing, evolve into some sort of cocoon thing, and then become some sort of bug for their final stage. Is that really necessary? And what about all the fish? I don't even know how many fish Pokemon there are. And what is with all the freaking birds?